It's a question on everyone's mind. Will Qatar respond to the Israeli attacks today, 9th of September 2025? Well, depends on what you mean by respond. If you get slapped across the face and shout, "Thank you, Master, I live to serve," technically, that is a response. Now, that's not entirely accurate for this example, but I'm just setting the scene here. You see, there has been a shocking revelation reported on by Israeli, Arab, English, legacy news sites globally in the last few minutes. America was informed. America knew that the state in which it has the biggest base, the US military base in the Middle East, Al Udaid, America knew, they were informed by Israel, yo, Donny boy, we're gonna bring some heat, as it were, right? We need to defend ourselves over there today. Say no more, say no more, Benny boy. You go ahead. Thanks for letting me know. I cannot confirm, but some have even speculated that Qatar's administration may also have been made aware. I personally, looking at the analysis and looking at the news sources, I couldn't find anything in terms of news sources. And analysis wise, I doubt this is the case. The dynamics of the relationship between the US, Israel, and Qatar is a skewed one, heavily skewed, tilted in favor of giving Israel the right to do diplomatically, militarily, a lot more, very flexible, a lot more than what you would ordinarily think would be permitted. Shockingly skewed, but letting Qatar know that we're going to bring some rain, right, in your desert nation is unlikely to have been acceptable to Qatar. But the US, without a doubt, according to sources across the world, the US knew. Let that sink in, right? They knew, and then immediately after the attack, Iran condemned Israel. Saudi condemned Israel. Qatar obviously condemned the attack on their soil and sovereignty. But the US refused to comment. Bro, for some, you'll be surprised. Others, I know for sure, amongst my viewership are analysts themselves to some degree or another. You won't be surprised, right? To target the political figures that the Israeli state are not happy with on Qatari soil, a US ally, the US didn't say a thing. Not a tweet, literally, not a tweet on X Twitter, right? Not a whisper on Truth Social. They didn't let Qatar know, did they? They didn't stop or try to stop Israel, did they, America? Bro, with friends like America, who needs enemies, right? As the jovial quip goes. And it's a reductive joke, but there's some truth to it. Qatar's response to be military, not sure why I said it like that. Let's move on to another topic. Qatar, will they respond? Well, militarily, that would be a laughable outcome. I would give it, analytically speaking, a 2% chance that anything military, anything remotely military would be done by the Qatari state. Is so unimportant, I haven't even looked into the possible actions the Qatari military could take. 98% percent chance Qatar will do something. It will be diplomatic. They'll withdraw from the mediation process. This is my forecast. It's not actually a fact yet. Because Qatar, you see, set itself up as a mediator state between the Palestinian factions operating in Gaza and the Israeli state that somehow has spent the last 2 years fighting in Gaza but cannot overcome, men with no helmets, no body armor, no tanks, no air force, no navy. They still can't hack it, apparently. One of the most modern armies in the world still can't. They can take out, bakeries and hospitals, but soldiers, apparently, really poorly equipped soldiers, can't hack it. Oh well. Anyway, I'm meandering. Apologies. What kind of mediation can Qatar expect to facilitate if Israel can just fly over your capital, try smoking some political figures of the group they're apparently in talks with? This is the most clear demonstration that Israel really don't give a damn, right? They don't give a flying F-35, right? So Qatar might say, we need to do something, first of all, to show our citizens that we do retaliate. We don't just, yes, master, thank you, master, obey the US and we just, move on. We need to show something, and this is a convenient thing to show, very symbolic. We can say, we're no longer mediating. La, we're not interested in this facade anymore. It's been a facade always, but they're not interested in this facade anymore. They could say that. And I say dismissively, there's been a facade. There's components where, Qatar actually has contributed positively. But, in terms of actual outcome, Gaza is starving. So, it's not like they did anything uh, um, that would lead to tangible results on the ground in time. Let's say for 60 to 100,000 Palestinians is too late. People are still yapping away and thanking Trump and sending him trillions. No problem. Anyway, this is the geopolitical analysis. This is the world we live in. I'm just here to give you guys the facts in short TikTok tidbits so that you can get on with your lives but still keep up to date with the news. I hope you support that and appreciate my efforts. Now, time will tell how things turn out, but one thing is very clear. Every one of these Israeli actions further amplifies the unique diplomatic nature of Israel and the US and makes it more visible, more optically, is glowing, right, in the eyes of the citizens and the administrations in the region. Israel basically has a blank check. All these actions, like the Qatar attack on Qatar today, show that more clearly than ever, right? Better, the Israeli doctrine seems to be, is better to apologize after than ask permission before. In Israel's case, though, actually, don't even bother apologizing. Congratulate each other for a job well done, defending yourself here, there, every which way. Right? Citizens of these Middle Eastern states now more than ever will be upset that Israel is afforded this level of freedom and impunity, diplomatic freedom and impunity from any consequences of their military actions. And the administrations of these Middle Eastern states and elsewhere, really, they are seeing more and more often that having the US as a protector is about as useful as having a comb if you're a bald man, or a telescope if you're a blind man, or an MP3 player if you are a deaf. You get the point. You get the point. We saw it with Ukraine. They dropped it like it's hot, started cozying up to Russia. Taiwan got a bit shook. Philippines got a bit shaky. India started looking at China, thinking maybe we can work with you guys. Russia, I'll buy some of your oil. It looks like the US is getting a bit unreliable. This is another example. Qatar holds the largest American air base. No problem. Israel can do what it wants. Phone up Donny Boy. Donny Boy, we're dropping in. We're just gonna pay a little visit to, these Qataris, yeah? Don't let them know we're coming. Don't let them know we're coming. No problem. No problem. The US doesn't condemn. They refuse to comment. Some ally, right? For the unbiased news and analysis without the Western spin, I'm Mahfouz, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to keep supporting me in every which way, right? I've got Patreon. I've got a bookmark button and a heart button and a comment section. Come on, do something. Help me get the news to more people. Thank you.